blueberry pie from Millie's pie joint stuck in her throat. She tried her best to swallow it before answering. "You know, if I told you, it wouldn't come true." "Right, of course. Always the superstitious type." Rose guessed she was a little superstitious, though she knew it wasn't the label the folks from town usually called her. The Andersons plus Annie foursome was slightly infamous, which meant everyone in Hillsborough had put them directly into boxes. Harper, tall and solid, an operator of the family flower farm, was the badass tomboy. May, who'd recently run off with her ex-boyfriend to travel the world, was the wild child. Annie was the perfect social media starlet. As for Rose, she was the sweet one. No one had ever called her superstitious before, but she supposed she was. She believed in birthday wishes. She had always pinned her hopes on falling stars and dandelions. She was never comfortable with walking under a ladder. Unable to help herself, Rose smiled triumphantly. "I wished for a pony on my 7th birthday pie, told Harper about it immediately, and guess who still doesn't have a pony? It's not superstition, it's just facts. If you tell your wish, it doesn't come true." "Mom and Dad weren't ever going to get you a pony," Harper snarked, waving her blueberry-stained fork in Rose's direction. "Not after I blew it with my birthday wish they weren't." Annie shifted in her seat, clearly wanting to get back to the point. "This isn't about the pony. This is just about you." "Yes, of course," Rose said obligingly. "And me not wanting to waste my wish on you three." This was how it was when they got together. May, Annie, and Harper were excitable and snappy, the kind of women who always had a quip waiting at the tip of their tongue. Rose was used to her role as peacekeeper, as the calm, untouchable eye in the center of their constant storms. "Fine, you don't have to tell us your wish. Just tell us what you want out of this year. You have 364 days left to be 28. What are you going to do with them?" Rose shrugged. She could tell where Annie was going with this, and it wasn't anywhere she wanted to tag along. Evading the persistent blonde's questions wouldn't last forever, but she figured she could delay the inevitable as long as possible. "Oh, run a flower shop, make some perfume, hopefully eat a lot more pie than I did last year." "I don't think it's humanly possible for someone to eat any more pie than you do already," Harper intoned. Rose tossed her head, sending her fiery red braid over her shoulder. Only one way to find out. Annie, of course, wasn't satisfied by that answer. "So, you want to do the same things you've always done, with the exception of possibly becoming a pie-eating champion?" "I like my life," Rose replied, her mouth still half full of her last bite of pie. "Sorry if that bothers you." That could have been the end of it. Maybe Annie would have uncharacteristically given up and not followed her usual one-track mind. Rose would have taken that over any birthday gift in the world. Instead, May, her youngest sister, traitor, just had to speak up. Her voice was low, barely audible over the scraping of forks against their plates, but still, they all heard her. "Well, you like most of your life?" "What's that supposed to mean?" Rose asked, shifting in her chair to get a better look at May, who sat in the chair farthest from hers. That came out wrong. "I hope so." But any hope that Rose might have had disappeared when Annie, May, and Harper all shared meaningful, uncertain looks with each other. Oh no, she recognized that look. She recognized that look because it was the same one she put on before she gave advice to one of the other three. It was a look that said, "We've talked this over, no going back now." Rose hated that look. Annie spoke first, setting her pie aside on the wide arm of her deck chair. "We're